One of the most underrated dishes on the Indian Thali is the raita, and today we're making beet raita. I'm going to pressure cook my beet, so I have one 200-gram beet. We're cooking it with the skin on. I have washed and scrubbed this to remove all of the dirt, and put enough water in the bottom of your pressure cooker for it to come to pressure. The smaller the pressure cooker, the less water it needs. Mine is a 3-liter, so it requires 1 1/4 cups of water. Cook under high pressure for 8 to 12 minutes depending on the size of your beet. This one weighs about 200 grams, so it'll probably take 12 minutes. The beet is boiled and peeled. Now it's time to grate. Add half of a small onion finely chopped, half of a cup of fresh curd or dahi, and 1/4 teaspoon of black salt. About 1 tablespoon of chopped coriander or cilantro. You can add sugar at this point if your curd is a little on the sour side. The dahi has turned this vibrant pink color. I've heated 2 teaspoons of oil in my Tadka pan, and I'm adding 1/4 teaspoon of mustard seeds, 1/4 teaspoon of cumin seeds, and 1/8 teaspoon of fennel seeds. To this I'm adding 1 teaspoon of chopped ginger and 1 green chili chopped. My curry patta were very large, so I've torn 4. Turn off the heat and add our spices. I have coriander powder, about 1/2 teaspoon, black pepper powder, 1/2 teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon of amchur powder, and a little red chili powder. Pour the hot oil directly over. I'm not sure if you heard the oil sizzle or not. Give this a mix. Taste for salt, I'm adding about 1/4 teaspoon. Let this sit for about 10 minutes so the oil infuses into the curd. Serve this raita with your favorite dal tadka and rice for a comforting, simple lunch. The raita is definitely the star of this plate. Can you see that color? It's kind of magenta. This is probably one of my favorite raitas. I don't like beets, but I like this dish. It's really kind of funny because in the US, beets are kind of relegated to an item at the salad bar, or maybe an instant pickle. But since I moved to India, I've been eating a lot more beets. And this one is nice and cooling. It's not overly spiced, so it's perfect for elderly people or small children that don't like a lot of green chili or spices. You could totally double up the spices in this if you want a more pungent raita, but it's perfect just the way that it is.